Hey everybody! Okay, so I am getting ready to sneak off for the weekend with my husband and I am super excited, but I wanted to hop on and do an eyeshadow video really quick because, well, lots of reasons. I feel like I've been selling tons of eyeshadows lately because we just restocked all of our colors. They were out forever, thank you COVID. They're back and I've been selling a ton of them, but almost every time I sell like a bundle of eyeshadows to someone, I suck at doing eyeshadows. Are you gonna walk me through this? I'm so bad at it. I can't put eyeshadow on, like I'm scared of it. I've heard them all. So I thought I would just come on live and do a video and kind of walk you guys through learning to work with eyeshadow without being terrified by it. And I will say that I used to be horrible at eyeshadows too. I used to be so bad at them, so bad. Obviously, like, I've become a lot more familiar with makeup and increased my own personal skills. But I will say the thing that will make the biggest difference of whether you can apply eyeshadow well or not is the eyeshadows you're actually using and the brushes that you're using to apply them with. So stick with me on this. If you guys are trying to paint a masterpiece or even paint a wall, maybe not all of us have like tried to make a beautiful piece of art, but I'm sure all of us have painted a wall at one point of time and another. We painted some wall of a house, right? If you buy the crappiest brushes and the crappiest actual paint, like if you are just going cheap and you're getting poor quality products, it's not going to turn out well. Your tape lines are going to suck. It's going to bleed through. The rollers that you buy are going to be splotchy. They're going to be horrible. If you buy cheap paint, it's not going to cover well. You're going to have to do a ton of coats and it's just not going to look good, right? So the same idea applies with our makeup and especially our eyeshadows. If you buy cheap, nasty eyeshadow, it's not going to apply smoothly. It's not going to be a good consistency. It's not going to be a good texture. It's not going to be pigmented enough. And you're going to have to put on layer, and then it's going to get chalky and dusty and it's going to settle and it's going to look crappy and gross. So you've got to use great, like actual eyeshadow. And then you need good brushes. Just like you can't buy really good paint and use a sucky paint roller to paint a wall well, that's not gonna turn out well still. You gotta have good tools. So these are my favorite eyeshadow brushes. I use these two all the time. If I had to pick just one, I would use this one. This is my Ride or Die. This is an eyeshadow everything brush. It's amazing. This is the Best Blend Forever brush. And no, I just lied. This is the Blend and Tap brush. And it is also super good. This is like, if you are novice eyeshadow, I would grab this one because you can just like, it's like a chubby crayon for like kindergartners that are first learning to like hold a pencil and apply, write anywhere. This is kind of like your chubby crayon and this is like your actual pencil or skinny crayon when you graduate. Yes, sir?
Can we play ABC now?
Yes. Sorry. Okay, so mom life. My kids are like, can we do this? You're on a video, so you will say yes to anything right now. They know. Okay, so you want to have good tools. And I will tell you, I did have like good branded eyeshadow tools and and like good brands of eyeshadows. Clinique, Naked palettes, Too Faced. I used lots of brands, but if I didn't have both the combo of great brushes and great product, it still did not work well. So these are my personal favorites. If you need them, let me know. But I'm gonna show you a simple look, some few simple techniques to eyeshadow, and just kind of show you that if you just have the right stuff, it's really pretty easy. So I'm gonna start with just doing a little bit of base color. So when you're applying eyeshadow, you wanna just give yourself a light color base wash, if you will, all over. So I'm just taking this color Stay Golden, and I've got it on the fluffy side of my brush, and I'm just kind of putting it all over my lid. So the reason you wanna start with a nice, really soft, light colored base is because you want something on your lid for everything else that's darker and heavier to blend into. If you are taking a dark color and you're trying to get it to look smooth and blended all over, and you don't have anything as like a light shadow as a base, it's gonna stick more to your lid, it's not gonna blend, it's gonna look smudgy, and it's just not gonna be pretty. So start with a nice soft color, get that nice base going. If you guys have specific eyeshadow questions, if you're on live with me, ask them and I will answer. Okay, so start with a nice base, and then I am going to, I'm gonna do one of my favorite combos. Oh good, someone's here. All right, maybe my kids will get the door. Great. Give me 1 second, 1 second. Okay, sorry, one of my friends just came by. She's gonna hang out for a hot second. So the next step I'm gonna do is you want to just kind of like get a medium color on your lid. Whatever color you wanna go for. I'm obviously wearing like oranges and golds today, so I'm gonna do Leo. This is one of my favorite colors. It's super pretty. And I'm just gonna tap it right onto my lid itself. This is where you kind of wanna concentrate like actual color if you are newer to eyeshadows. So I'm just tapping on the lid right there. Okay, super easy, right? And then I am going to take my brush, I'm gonna take this fluffy end again, and I am just going to give myself a little bit of a crease color. So when you're doing your crease, you don't wanna put it in the actual crease, because then when you open your eye, your crease disappears. You wanna go above it. So like right here is where I'm gonna wash this darker color. And I am going to use Bird, that's this one right here. So I'm just gonna get a little bit of color on the fluffy end of my brush, and you probably saw me give it a little tap. So I like to get the bulk of like any chunks of product off, and you actually want to hold your makeup brush further back. So that's another thing, big lesson. Okay, we don't do our eyeshadow like this, okay? That's gonna get it really packed on and tight, and it's just gonna look smudgy and gross. So hold it back on the opposite end of your brush, and we're just gonna feather. We're just gonna lightly, I'm like barely touching my eye with my brush, lightly brush this in onto the underside of that occipital bone there, okay? Oh, looking good. Okay, so let's do the other side. We're just gonna give it a little wash, and you guys can use this technique with any combination of colors, okay? Just get crazy with it. Use a light color as a base, use a medium tone as your lid, and then a darker color for your crease. And then I'm gonna take that same color, we're gonna keep it simple, that same color on the like smudgy end of my brush, this kind of denser end, and I am just gonna wash under my lash line. So this is going to give me a little bit of a lined look without it being heavy and making my eyes look smaller like a true eyeliner does. But it's going to balance out that like crease color on the top, that darker color on top, with a little bit of that same color on the bottom. We're just balancing my eyes, making it a little good. You can give a little bit deeper crease color right on the edges if you want with the smudgy end. Okay, and then again, just kind of, always just kind of give it a little blendy, soften it up. Okay, and we are almost done. The last step that I like to do, because I like a little bit of glitz, a little bit of glam, a little bit of extra color pop, I'm gonna take a shimmer, and I am just going to use my finger. I'm just gonna dab it in, and I am going to stick it on the inner corner of my eye. So I love a shimmer on the inner corner of my eye because it just reflects the light right there. It just really brightens up the eyes, and it's just kind of fun. So this color is Blondie, and it is super like bright gold yellow. It's super fun. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the inner corner, and then I'm gonna kind of just blend gently toward the middle a little bit so it's not like a glitter line. And I'm gonna do the same on this side. The reason I use my finger with these glitters, like the shimmers, when I want it to be really like dense, is because it just transfers better than a brush. The shimmers and glitters will stick to your brushes more than your finger. So I just like a little bit more control. Okay, so there it is, you guys. Super easy. I always blend with my finger at the end. I don't know why. It's just one of those things. Again, I think I have more control that way. Super easy. Eye look, anyone can do it, you guys, and it's just kind of fun. I want a little more orange, actually. I want a little more orange. Super easy to pull this off, but like I said, if you guys have the right tools, the right paint brushes, and the right paint, good pigmented, high quality eyeshadows, anyone can do eye makeup. It's not like this elusive, hard to do thing that only like the really girly girls that wear makeup every day can ever master. It's really actually very basic. You just have to have the right tools, just like painting a wall. Painting a wall isn't hard. You tape it, you cut it in, you roll it. It's not complicated, but if you don't have the right products, it's gonna turn out like crap. So get you some of the right products. If you want help from me, I am happy to build eyeshadow palettes. I can put together like 4 eyeshadows for you in a compact for less than 50 bucks. They're super high quality. They're amazing. You're gonna love them. We can always tack on a brush for like $18, get you some really good tools to apply them with. And I want everybody to be able to have confidence putting on eyeshadow, because it's not an elite thing for the girliest of the girly girls that wear the makeup all the time. Everyone can do it, and it's just fun. It's just a fun thing to do. So I'm gonna go. I gotta catch a plane to go snuggle with my husband up in the mountains, not really in the mountains yet, in Park City, Utah, for his birthday weekend. And I've never been more excited to get away for 36, 48 hours, however long it's going to be. COVID, you've been a beast, and I need this break. Okay, I'm gonna go. Thanks, you guys. Have an awesome day. Bye.